Hey everyone, Andrew Jagim here. Throughout my career as an exercise physiologist and sport nutritionist, I've studied a lot of different dietary supplements and how they impact performance and health. And I want to talk to you about one of those in particular, and that being creatine today. So creatine, again, is by far one of the most popular supplements that's used for a variety of different purposes and among different populations. But even with its popularity and its kind of plethora of research supporting it, there still tends to be a lot of myths and misconceptions out there surrounding creatine. So I just wanted to take some time today and address some of those common myths and misconceptions. The first one that I tend to hear the most about is whether or not creatine is a steroid. And again, in one of the earlier posts, we discussed that creatine is an amino acid-like compound that we ingest through different dietary sources, mostly animal-based products, and we can also produce endogenously within the body. Whereas most steroids are hormone-based substances that exert a very different mechanism of action and have a very different molecular structure to it when compared to creatine. So in no way are they anywhere similar in terms of what they do and then really what they are. One of the other myths about creatine supplementation is they can cause kidney damage, where in well-controlled studies looking at months, sometimes up to years of supplementation, none of the studies have shown any indications that creatine supplementation increases any of the risk for kidney dysfunction or increases any of the markers of kidney damage. So again, it seems to be very well tolerated and safe, especially as it pertains to kidney function. One of the other myths about creatine is that it leads to cramping or bloating with supplementation. And again, the evidence suggests that there isn't really any higher incidence of cramping with regular supplementation of creatine. And in fact, it may actually reduce the risk and the incidence of muscle cramps. One of the best creatine supplementation studies to date that has looked at that, again, actually found reductions in the incidence of cramping among collegiate football players who are regularly supplementing with creatine. Kind of along those same lines, another misconception about creatine is that it can lead to water retention or increased kind of fluid or puffiness with long-term supplementation. There's been some short-term increases in total body water content with the kind of initiation of creatine supplementation, but longer term there doesn't really seem to be any substantial increase in total body water content or water retention with longer term supplementation. So again, it doesn't appear to increase total body water or water retention, doesn't seem to be harmful for kidneys, doesn't seem to increase the risk of cramping or any of those types of side effects. And then again, it is no way anywhere close to a steroid. So those are, again, some of the more common myths and misconceptions when it comes to creatine. Hopefully we cleared up some of those and hopefully you learned a little bit from this video. Thanks.